Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are going to have the most amazing chat today with Celia Jones. Okay, Celia is a Pilates guru and she is joining Burn Nation. So we're both newbies to the whole scene. I've got a few people waving. Hi, guys. How are you? We'll wait for Celia to join. Oh, I think she's over here already. That was quick. How are we all? We'll wait for her to come in and we've got so much to talk about it. Oh, hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I am great. How weird is it we meet like this?
I know, but it's cool. It's new age, hey? We have to adjust to the times.
Totally, very
I'm
exciting.
totally adjusting to the times. So you're coming on board with Burn Nation, right?
Yep, I sure
Tell
am.
me,
So
tell me,
excited.
tell me about yourself because I've never met you before, but I've heard like amazing things, and I have been stalking you on
That's
Instagram.
okay. Well,
You
that
are
goes both
phenomenal.
ways.
Yeah. No, phenomenal. Like you are amazing. What you do. Tell us a bit about what you do and what you're going to bring.
Absolutely, very excited. Pilates was a guy, right? He was an actual man, and most
Okay.
people don't realize that. They don't know
Right.
that Pilates was a man. They just think I'm going to Pilates. But the reason he called it Pilates was because his name was Pilates. Like, you know, all the famous dancers.
Yeah.
George Balanchine used to send his dancers there. In fact, he sent Romana, the lady who certified me, Joseph Pilates' protege. He sent
Yeah.
her there with a bung ankle,
Oh wow.
right? In I think it was about 1941 or something like that. So, and basically, she certified me for my exam. So I like to think that what I'm going to bring is the true method of Pilates, as Joseph Pilates called it, contrology. That's what
Wow.
he called it, right? So I'm hoping that Pilates is going to be now accessible to everybody because there's no excuse, Jess. Like,
No, I know, and that is what this whole Burn Nation thing is about, right? There
yeah,
is no excuse not to move. We've got the cardio covered with me. Your Pilates, like this, what we're learning from you is like pure from where it all stemmed from. Like, where do you ever get that? You know,
yeah,
I'm dying to try your classes, because I think Pilates and dance, they're both art forms in their own right, you know?
yeah,
And
completely.
without Pilates, without that core strength, you can't be a dancer. Like, there's no way that you can do anything. So it's all bringing it down to the basics again, isn't it?
Exactly. And look, the thing is, if someone checks out my Insta page and they see all the freaky, weird stuff that I do, I am just crazy, right? Because
I
I
know.
love to do that. I know that being upside down helps my mood. I know that inversions, they make the blood flow the different way. Like, I'm just crazy because I love it. But it's accessible to everybody. In fact, Joseph Pilates was a believer that everyone should do this method
Mm,
because, it improves posture
yeah.
as you sit up straight there. It
Oh,
improves
look at
it.
me.
I know,
No,
I'm the
but you
same.
know what? It's
It's
so true.
zooming.
Yeah,
It's
it's
zooming.
so true. Like, I was talking to my husband the other night. You know,
Hmm.
he's in the building trade, not a dancer at all, nothing to do with this whole scene. And
Yeah.
I was talking to him about you, and he goes, I need to see you. Does she live in Melbourne? I need to fit, because he's always got back pain, and it's
Yes.
the way they stand, it's the way guys stand. So these classes aren't just for mums and women. They're
No
really,
way.
guys really need to get in there and
Yeah.
start working on their core, because like, people have got the worst postures. That's in my class. That's the one thing that I say is we're always trying to lift everything up. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But it's
Yes.
hard if you've never done a class, if you've never done a Pilates class and you don't know what core is. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think a lot of Pilates based exercises, this is the difference. This is how I'm going to bring it a little bit differently. So
Mm,
um, Pilates doesn't just target the core, right? It targets the powerhouse, okay, which is literally your center.
yeah.
And the center is what holds us up, right? So if you think of the entirety of your spine being from your jaw to your pubic bone and everything, all those little muscles in there that wrap around and hold you up, I'm
Yeah.
going to teach you how to use those little muscles and turn those big muscles that fatigue off so you're not using those
You're frozen.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to kind of teach people from the ground up how their bodies are put together, and then use the method to actually strengthen the body as a whole, not just the core. So,
well, I wish you were around when I was starting. Like, seriously, I mean, Jason and Peter, I swear, that was what it was all about. You know, every day before a show, we did a 2-hour warm up, and it was all about finding that center, that core. But I mean, as a little girl, learning dance, I wish you were around. You know, and getting into the professional scene and the comp scene, you're just not taught that. People aren't taught where it's all stemming from. Like, you know, you just taught to put arms out, but that's what, even in my class, I try to teach people that an arm movement doesn't come from just the arm. It's actually the body doing it.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Everything comes from, and that's why it's so important to have that. But, you know, a lot of people aren't given that. But now, you know, we can enjoy your expertise from the comfort of our home. And that's what it's all about, right? I had a class today in a studio because we've been in lockdown in Melbourne. So
today we're out. We're free.
We're free. I know, but it was raining. It was cold. I was trying to find a park. I had all these heavy weights, and I'm in my head, I'm like, gosh, Zooms are so much easier.
They are.
You literally walk out of the kitchen and you're in your studio. And it's the same for all the clients too, right? Like, they have little kids. I remember even last night, just 20 minutes before my class, I was making dinner and I was showering the kids and that. And then within a few minutes, you're in your studio. And
so convenient. It is so convenient. Yeah, it is.
People,
For people who are joining, like, especially the time slot that I'm going to be taking. So it's like a 9 a.m. time slot. Yeah. And I'll teach to the bodies in front of me. So you rock up, I'll teach to you. I'll figure you out. I'll nut you pretty much out when I can kind of see you, young, old, you know, a mover, a non-mover. It won't matter. Everyone will get looked at and seen, and they'll get worked out. But yeah, it's 9 a.m. So drop the kids off, or don't drop the kids off, right? Have them home. Stick Play School on or something like that.
No,
and
well, that's what, that's what it's all about. It's about even being able to do it with the kids next to you. You know, mums don't have to worry. And when I had, because I've got 2 kids, I've got a boy and a girl. And are you a mum too? Yeah.
I sure am. Yeah, I've got a couple of teens, so they're a little older than you.
You're in the easy part now.
Hello. I beg to differ.
I know, I heard it's a whole other ball game, right?
Yeah, it's different. It's very, very different. But that's okay. And hold up, are you Italian?
Yes. Are you?
Yeah.
What is Carly done, right? He's got these 2 fiery Italians coming to join us.
And he happens to be married to one. He's married to one as well.
I know, Maria. Oh, Maria. She's
love her to death. Yes.
No, but you know what I mean? You can do it with kids. You can do it in I know girls were doing mine in their lunch break. You know what I mean? Or like just before they logged on for work, because people are still working from home.
Exactly.
And also, this is going to be streaming to Japan too. So we're able to like get all around the world with our classes. And that's what, you know, they're going to be so thrilled to have you. Like, I want to join, like, seriously. You never stop learning, you know. And once you have kids, you sort of think, you know, you think everything. I think people think everything's over for you once you have kids. You know what I mean? And you believe it too, right? I'm sure you went through that stage
in the beginning. In the beginning, definitely, because you know, my whole Pilates practice was on a complete hiatus. You know, first time round, you've got no idea what you're doing.
No.
Right? Oh, hello, Michael. Sorry, one of my Michael and Brooke, a couple of my people.
If you've got questions.
I'm
not a very good host, am I? I'm too busy chatting.
That's okay. I'm the same, and my eyes aren't so great without my glasses, but I didn't want to put them on today just for this. But Michael was just saying, Michael was just saying teens aren't easy, and no, they're not. No. And but anyway,
it's a whole other kettle of fish, isn't it? Yeah. But coming back to the classes, for everyone around the world, and what we're really trying to do, your class, my class, we're trying to work from the inside out, aren't we? We're trying to get people's mojo back. And
yes,
that's what it's
invigorate them.
Yeah.
Invigorate, challenge, improve their life. And I'm a firm believer that Pilates improves the quality of your life.
I
Like
reckon.
no one works out just to work out. It's only maybe a few people who are, love working out, that they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I love the buzz. But it's it's reaping those benefits of what happens in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Climbing up the stairs, bringing in the groceries, hauling equipment from here to there, your husband, being a tradie, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so Burn Nation has really, really, they've cottoned onto the fact that the world needs this, and the world needs this in their lounge room, so that there is no excuse to travel. You can just come on in and do your thing.
So what it was created actually for the dancers in Burn the Floor.
Okay.
So
yep.
everything was locked down. I think it was September 2020. And I think Peter, Nick, Harley were thinking, how are we going to unite these kids? Because like, I can't imagine it all stopping when I had my career. Imagine like being in the peak of your career and like everything just stopping, all theatres shutting. You would never have imagined it back then.
No, it's gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching. Yeah.
So I think they created this for all the dancers to unite, because they're from all around the world. Even when I was on the show, like, my partner was from London, we've got Slovenia, everywhere. So this really connected them. They were able to keep fit and active, and that was like the main thing. And I think it's so special now that they're letting the public come in and see what the dancers are all about, what life as a dancer is all about. Your average housewife can actually be a dancer. She can feel comfortable in her own living room.
Yes.
And she can go for it. And she can go for it. She can do a cha-cha and a jive, and she can learn the fundamentals of what these dancers, learn, which is Pilates. Pilates is the core of everything. And to have you on board, like, it's just amazing to have a proper specialist, not a dancer or not someone that's thinks they know Pilates, done a course. It's very different to actually have someone that's got that many years experience. So
yes,
it's
just about 20 years now, coming up for 20 years experience.
So amazing. I think I am too, but like, it's just like,
you started Burn the Floor when you were about 17, is that right? See how much I talked to you?
Yeah. So you used to come to the show.
I used to come, and I remember that blindfold number that you did. Oh my Lord, Jessica, Raffa, holy smokes! I mean,
I still remember every inch of that routine. But you know what I mean? That was all core strength.
Yeah.
To be able to dance with your eyes shut, like I had to change the whole. Jason was like, "Oh, we're going to do a number, but you're going to be blindfolded." I'm like, "What? Like, how am I going to balance?" And so I had to retrain myself to dance.
Yeah, how did you do that? Tell me. What?
I had to retrain myself, and it was all to do with this core, with the Pilates, because each man leads totally different. So you've got one guy aggressive, another guy's so loose that I was like, "Can you hold my hand already?" You know what I mean? Like, you can't actually feel. So when you've got your eyes shut, you can feel so much. Like, your connection with the man is just, and that's what I say to any beginner: shut your eyes and learn how to dance.
Yes.
Because that will make you the best dancer in the world. Because
for sure.
It takes away everything around you. It's, all it does is concentrate on that, which is, the essence of ballroom dancing is the connection.
Yes.
But Pilates, the core, that is what enabled me to do that effortlessly every night.
Can people check that out? It's some like my pick. Is that online, that number, or not?
I think so. They might have to repost it, I think.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah, I found it. But so tell us, what you're going to do a little teaser, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. So next Friday, 9 a.m. We're doing like a 20-minute teaser, which is completely complimentary. So jump on board, book on the site. It's under the stretch section. So when you go to book it, go into the stretch section. You'll find me there. They've just updated the website. It's so exciting, and just come and meet me. Meet me online, and just let's see.
What do they need to bring? Do they need to bring anything? Do they need a mat, or do they need anything?
Okay, I love that you asked that question. It was on my little list too. So the lighting has to be.
In my class last night, and they didn't have their weights, and I'm like, They miss
Yeah.
that whole. So it's good to know, just to make sure everyone's there and they're organised and prepared.
On board, yes.
Yeah.
So basically, you want a mat. You want a fairly cushioned mat or a mat on carpet. So
Okay.
not a yoga mat. It's a little bit thin because we
Yeah,
do quite a bit of rolling stuff.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it does hurt.
It can. But you could pop like a towel over the top even,
Okay.
or under the bottom, or pop it on a carpet. Perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Perfect.
And a side view. So if you're going to set up a side view so I can see you from head to toe, so that you're completely outstretched. I can see you. So you'll be literally like lying side. Yep. Yes, exactly. And then what we want to make sure is that I can see you. So if your camera is pointing towards a window, you're just going to be a silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the most challenging thing. So if you can just make sure that you can see yourself nice and clearly, you've got a side view, you've got a water bottle ready, and you're set to go. That's all you're going to need. Sometimes I might say, hey, grab some hand weights, or you know, a couple of cans of soup, or a wall. We may use a wall as a prop or something like that. But in that instance, I'll be able to just let people know as they sign on. So
will they need walls, or will they need like a chair to like hold on to, or is it done
really?
On the floor? It's
not
like,
really.
I'd love to know about it. Yeah. So is it? How is it?
Just the floor.
All floor.
Just the floor. We usually start standing, we'll end standing. There are some standing exercises that we can definitely do. There's just no two classes are ever the same, and it's just because there's just so much to work with in the actual mat method. So and Pilates isn't also just mat. So it's apparatus which helps you to do the mat. So
what is that cage you've got?
Okay, so this little jiggy here.
Amazing. I was like, what is that thing?
So I'm going to take you off. I'm just going to take you off.
And explain.
So let me go back. Let me go back here. This is called my Cadillac. Okay.
Wow.
So my Cadillac is all spring based, and this is like the Rolls Royce of the Pilates equipment. Now, don't freak out for everyone, but I probably will be using this as a mat because I'm up higher and people will be able to see me a lot more easily. And I will be able to see you on this huge fat screen that I have all set up.
Awesome.
So there'll be no escaping for anyone. You will be very easily seen by me. And this cage, which is called a Cadillac, is the most fun thing ever. I can literally be a monkey on this thing.
I can't wait. I'm so coming to your. Is that at your house or in a studio?
This is the studio downstairs, yes, which is a home studio.
I'm definitely coming.
Yes.
I was so happy when you said you're from Melbourne. I'm like, oh, I need to go there. Because, you know, I've had 2 Caesars. I don't know whether you've had Caesars or not, but like just getting that strength back.
It can be tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. It took a few years, but like now I'm, you know, fit. I reckon I'm stronger than ever down there.
Isn't that amazing?
I am doing that, you know, I am doing Pilates, but I really need to do more Pilates. Like it's just, it sounds amazing. It's like another level.
It's a whole new level. And
I think we really need to get to all the dances. I think Harley needs to organise a burn the floor Celia Jones session.
Yeah,
because I think it's so important, especially because they're from all around the world. These dancers have all been trained differently, so it would be good to just start from the basics. And anyone can do it. Like that's why we're giving it to the public now, aren't we? We're presenting it to the public. How long does it take to start seeing results, or to, you know?
Yeah, look, with really consistent and diligent practice. You are going to notice within probably 8 to 10 sessions a really massive difference. So first thing, the biggest thing that I hear from people when they first come on in is that their head is completely spinning because it's a mind workout. It really challenges the mind. There are just all of those little muscles that you've kind of got to find within yourself. So you'll go within yourself, you'll go within your body. It may take 8 to 10 sessions to kind of become familiar with the exercises so that then you can get the most out of them. But having said that, some people might feel results, you know, straight away just because they haven't been moving for so long.
But so that's the key. The key is you can't do one session and then just think you're going to get results, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same in my class too. I say, please at least come back, 2-3 more times, because you're just not gaining anything from it. You really it needs to be a weekly thing or a few times a week to get your body, working and familiar and understanding it all. So especially and so technical.
I think the other thing is is that everyone should kind of realize, don't expect to jump on board and do your first class and love it.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm going to be totally honest. Like I didn't really love it. I didn't really love it because it was very challenging. It was very confronting. Especially when you're working one-on-one, when someone's like right on top of you, it's very confronting, and it highlights all the things that you can't do.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes, depending on your personality, that might be a little bit gut wrenching.
People don't like it. That's why. That's why people like. I say, I'm doing this fitness dance. Oh, I can't dance. Oh, I hate dance. Oh, and it's all a mental thing. It's like, just try it. Just try. Or if they don't get the steps the first class, it's very rare to have someone not come back. Like they all come back. But I can see, and it's all a mental thing, because I can see they're in their own head, and I'm like, they're not going to come back because they didn't get the steps. So it's the same with Pilates. You can't.
That's exactly it.
And if you need 8 sessions, you need 8 sessions. Like
yeah. And my mate Michael, who's living in San Fran at the moment, he is hello Michael. He is he's a man in his, dare I say, 60s, Michael, who began Pilates and just completely took off with it. Like it changed his life. And especially during COVID, we just travel around the world with the best instructors there are. Like we just, and so he's been doing that. And he was just saying in 10 sessions, he felt a different in 10 sessions.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what you all need to stick with it. You can't just do one session and just go, oh, no, it's not for me.
It's not for me. Yeah, you have to persevere and do come expecting to find those real weaknesses in your body and then note them and then notice how they're going to change, because they will change.
Yeah, it must be hard over the Zoom for you not to be able to feel, because I know I've done a lot of Pilates classes, and it's all about the feeling and seeing if they're engaging the muscles down there. So how do you go about doing that? It's all a visual thing, isn't it?
Oh, look, we were so resistant to this in the Pilates world. We were like, oh, no, it'll never work. This online, it'll never work. We can't touch people. We can't push them and prod them and mold them, right? Because we mold people into the shape we want them, just like you would know with being a dancer. Yeah. But it's just, I've got to be a lot more careful with my words. Luckily, I do have the experience that I know what the spine needs to look like. I can read people's faces. I can tell if they're uncomfortable enough in the right way. It's just picking up. Yeah, it's picking up on body language. And also it's a two-way street. Just like if you were in person with someone, if something's not feeling comfortable, then you would let me know in that class in that situation, which is why it's intimate, it's live, so that I can respond to what you're worried about or what your concerns in your bodies need.
That's what Bird Nation is so special. Like, I've only been with it for, I've only done 2 sessions, but I've looked at other sessions and I can see the banter between the coach and the clients. And it's not like they're clients, it's like they're friends. There's a real bond between it. And I know in my outside world, I have that bond. So I think it'd be so amazing to, even though you're not face to face, but you will really get that connection. You will be supported. Yes. And, I feel like you're in the room with me now. So it's the same sort of thing. We've just had to adjust really to life. This is the new normal. Is the new life. Yeah, this is the new normal.
Yeah. So, and it's great. The world is our oyster.
Has somebody written some messages?
Christina. Hey, Christina. Yes, Christina does my Zoom classes. She's in Brazil. So
awesome.
Yeah, she's another Romana's Pilates instructor. So really? We're everywhere. Yeah.
How do you pronounce the surname?
Helfer, I think. Christina Helfer. Is that right, Christina? Give me a thumbs up.
No, Romana.
Oh, Romana, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Romana Kryzanowska. Kryzanowska.
Kryzanowska. Yeah, because I
Yes.
saw a thing and I'm like, I'm not even going to try to.
Kryzanowska. Yes. And
Oh,
she described what Pilates was in 3 words.
Yeah.
She was like, Pilates is stretch with strength and
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
You know. So
That's so amazing.
yeah, it's very amazing.
Let me just see if there's any other questions. Can you see any questions there?
No questions, but gee whiz, my lovely students are in the room. Hi, Phil.
Oh, how
Hello.
amazing. You're
Isn't
so
that wonderful?
Awesome, coach. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Any other things that...
I don't think so. I think I've kind of covered everything. I think so too. The main thing is that I can see you. So please don't have your camera pointing towards a window when you set up, but please come and join.
Yeah.
Give it a go, because you know what? You deserve it.
Yeah.
Like, people deserve to feel good, especially, I guess, just during this time of COVID, right? Like, the breath, the lung capacity, moving your body, it's all going to help you if you get sick, right?
Yeah. And it's all about the mental health too. We all need this. We need to be in tune with our bodies again. We need to feel good about ourselves, get our confidence back up. People walk around with their heads held, you know, they're down. They've got
like this.
They've got that fear in their face, and I feel really sad. And that's why I started it too. I started this not long ago because I can see people aren't the same. People don't walk around with confidence anymore.
They don't.
So what your program and my program are doing, like exactly the same thing. You know what I mean? They work hand in hand. We need to get mums to like feel good again, get their mojo back, people to start smiling, and it all comes from within. And this is what your class will do for them.
It does.
So the main launch is on Friday, the 2nd of July, isn't it? At
9 a.m. Oh, yes.
And the 2nd of July.
So the class, I'm pretty sure it's a 45-minute class.
45-minute
class, and we will get down to it, most definitely.
Can't wait.
But I think we'll probably next week we'll do like a little bit of a taster where you can see where it goes and where it can take you. And what I like to do, the way I like to teach is, because some people teach, and you probably get what I'm saying here, some people are very visual.
Yeah.
So you might tell them what to do and they don't quite get what you mean. Yeah. So I will not be doing the complete workout with you because I'd like to see what you're doing. So
no, it's a totally different thing. It needs to be what you do and what I do so different. Like, you need to be there. You need to make sure they're doing it correctly, because you know you don't want to do themselves or exactly.
And I want them to improve.
Yeah,
you know. So
and they will, but you've got to keep going. You can't just do one session. It needs to be. You need to actually commit an 8-week block, right?
I think so. I think at least 8 to 10 sessions, you will notice the difference. Yeah,
we need to get Harley on to doing a 10 session pack.
Ooh, yeah, that's
our classes, because I know I do that in my company, and it just locks people in. And if they're feeling a bit lazy, they go, "No, I've got to finish the sessions." And that's what it all is. It's just a mental. It's just fighting with your brain. You know, it's so easy in winter just to sit on the couch, put your feet up. You know, at the end of the night or in the morning when it's raining, you've dropped your kids off to school. It's just so easy to do that, but you need to just get that brain working. And that's
how I was going to ask you, because, you know, I've had people say to me, "Oh, it must be so easy for you. You know what to do. You know how to work yourself out. Like, you just look like that. You look fit." I'm like, no. Hold on a minute. This takes a lot more discipline, because I am in the studio working like bang, bang, bang all these hours. The easiest thing for me to do is to go back upstairs and just lie on the couch.
I know. It's
but
so
if
easy.
if I don't do this work for myself, and if I don't book my sessions in the week before, then I don't get them done. So it's a discipline.
It is a discipline, and something that I get really frustrated when I see the potential in people, and like I just want to help them so much, but they have to want to help themselves, you know. Like, there's only so much as a coach that you can do, and it's the ones that always have an excuse, like, "Oh, I've got to this week I've got that. But the fact that they come back, that just shows that there is that slight bit of drive in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's all
yeah,
about the
sure.
brain. The more you stimulate the brain, the more you pump the heart, get the endorphins going, working from the inside out. That's going to
Yes.
strengthen the brain. And, you know, it is like a drug. You know, once you start, you become addicted to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's about like those neural pathways. You just sweep a new neural pathway in your brain.
Very true.
The exercises become repetitive. Not so repetitive so that they're boring, but repetitive so that you can get better and go deeper each time. And that's what I love about it. It never gets old. Never gets old. So yes, here's the next week and the week after.
Yeah, so we are so honoured to have you here at Bird Nation.
Thank you.
Someone that's had so much experience, and we know we're going to be in like the best hands ever. I can't wait to join you. If there's any other questions, anyone got any questions for Celia before we head off?
Let me have them.
Dates again next Friday, the 25th of June, 9 a.m. Okay, you'll need a padded mat or a towel, something that you're comfortable on. And then the main session is Friday, the 2nd of July.
Absolutely. So next week is a free one. So go to the Burn Nation website. It's free.
Okay, it's a free. Okay.
Yeah, it's free.
So free they book online? They book on the website?
Online. Yep, book online under the stretch. Look for me there and book that. It says $0, so you owe nothing. You've got nothing to lose. Yeah.
Celia Jones, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jessica.
So nice to meet you. You're amazing, and I can't wait to meet you face to face.
Same here. Get you in the studio. Your body will do amazing things, I'm sure.
I can't wait. Yeah, I need it. You know, even as a professional dancer, we need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we constantly need to be improving ourselves. So
we do.
Thank you. And
take care, my love.
Excited.
Thanks. See you soon, everyone. I hope. Bye.
Everyone, thanks for joining.
You're welcome. Bye.
See ya. Bye.